Aew Dynamite starts with Bryan Danielson versus Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Championship, and Paul White, Jerry Lynn and Mark Henry are the judges for the match, and Page wins with the Buckshot Lariat. MJF versus Shawn Dean, and as the match starts, CM Punk comes out and MJF runs off, then Punk punches Shawn Dean and hits a GTS on him, so Shawn Dean wins by disqualification, and Punk says, "This is your future until you step in the ring with me, you little bitch," and MJF says Punk is not like Roddy Piper because Piper was talented enough to main event a WrestleMania, and maybe I'll main event a Mania too, and Punk says, "I just want to kick your ass, but if you think the grass is greener on the other side, be my guest, go main event night 4 of a buy one get one free extravaganza and get released faster than you last in the sack, and I'll be here waiting for you." And MJF says, "Do all you people want a match? Does Punk want a match? Well, next week it will be CM Punk versus Wardlow." Chris Jericho comes out and he says he came back to attack 2.0 to get revenge on them for taking him out. Then 2.0, Matt Lee and Jeff Parker come out and Jericho calls them Terrence and Phillip, and Jericho gets a baseball bat, but Daniel Garcia attacks Jericho and so does 2.0. Then Eddie Kingston, Santana and Ortiz run out to make the save. Wardlow versus Antonio Zambrano, but before the match, Sean Spears hits his C4 on Antonio. Then the match starts and Wardlow hits 5 powerbombs on Antonio to win. Jade Cargill with Smart Mark Sterling in her corner versus Ruby Soho for the TBS Women's Championship. During the match, Mercedes Martinez comes out, but Thunder Rosa also comes out and chases off Mercedes, and Jade wins with Jaded off of the second rope to become the first TBS champion. Malachi Black versus Brian Pillman Jr. with Julia Hart in his corner, and Malachi wins with his spinning heel kick. Ruby Soho is being interviewed backstage, but Britt Baker interrupts her with Jamie Hayter and Rebel, and Ruby says, "Britt, you've never beaten Riho, so go focus on that and leave me alone." And Britt attacks Ruby, then Riho runs over to help Ruby and attacks Britt. Jungleboy and Luchasaurus with Christian Cage in their corner versus the Lucha Brothers, their Fenix and Pentagon with Alex Abrahantes in their corner for the Tag Team Championships in the main event. During the match, Luchasaurus chokeslams Fenix through a table and Fenix's left arm bends backwards gross style, and Jungleboy wins with a roll-up on Pentagon. New champions. After the match, other tag teams come out on the stage to watch Jungleboy and Luchasaurus raise the titles. We'll see you next week for the next Dynamite highlight.